It's Week 15 of the National Football League, and we've got Breece Hall. He'll be a focal point of his offense this week. It's the Cowboys and the Panthers, and it's all just ahead on Madden NFL 25.
As the sun starts to set, we're going to see how much light is left by the end of this early evening. Thanks for joining us, football. Jake Bates now ready to get this one started. And off we go from Bank of America Stadium. Kickoff taken at the 3. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Ooh, after that play, we can tell he's hurting. He's someone they need to help their playoff hopes. Training staff working on him now. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. They kick the running back in motion. Shotgun snap to Nix. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Nix from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. So here come the Cowboys for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their 4th-year quarterback.
I think we could give them a pass from last week because they still found a way to win, and that's the ultimate job of a quarterback. But those interceptions, that's not what we're used to seeing out of him week to week. The 2 touchdowns, though, well, that's the bar he wants to hit each and every time out, and when he gets there, usually good things follow.
That finds Hunt complete. And he'll get it up to the 44. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Putting a receiver in motion. Throwing now from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
That's complete to Musgrave. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Man in motion here. Throwing it again here. Throw left side, complete. And he's got it down to the 30 before going out. 2nd and 6 coming up here. They are throwing it again. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. They'll run here. It's Hall. And it took a couple of guys to haul him down there after a gain of just 1.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Good pressure from the defense there has them trending in the wrong direction.
Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
So now, here's 3rd and goal. They're throwing it. And he's in trouble and gets brought down again. And that sack going to cost them some yardage.
That is a wow. Maybe that's a double wow for me. 2 sacks in the previous 3 snaps. I can really criticize quarterbacks, and too often I do, to get rid of the football, but that is about a defensive effort. Knowing what's on the line when you get into situations in the red zone, Kate, can't do it much better than that. A dependable kicker, man, that is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Return starts at the 3. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Panthers and their running back about to get back to work. And he's played a major impact in their passing game, too. Look at this. We're near the end of the season, and he's leading all NFL backs in receiving yards. Throwing on 1st down, Nix completes this one to Chase. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
At the 33-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. Throwing left side, Bowers has it.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. They'll throw again. Nix finds him on the slant. And he'll take it past the midfield stripe and start to push into Cowboys territory. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
At the Cowboys' 49-yard line.
Nix now to throw. It's a completion of Michael Pittman Jr. And they make the tackle at the 38. Give them 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Still sticking with the passing game. It is caught left side. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it'll give the Panthers a 1st down.
You want to start a good debate sometime, Kate? Go in an NFL locker room and ask which position is the best athlete. The big guys, the left tackles will tell you it's them. The corners will tell you it's them. But I'll tell you what, these tight ends of today, the way they can run, break tackles, and get in the open field, they truly are some of the best athletes on the team. Translatable skills, that's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
And he drives this forward to the 6. They find 7 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
And they make a stop at the last minute. It's a gain down to the 1. It's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Running back sent in motion. To throw, here's Nix. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the pressure drives them backwards.
This defense has been trying like mad to do anything to disrupt the rhythm, get the QB off his spot. It's got to be a massive relief to see their efforts paid off on that play.
3rd and goal. Here's Nix. Has it in close. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And we're all tied up now in the first half.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Brockie's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. Dallas sending its offense out for the second time this game. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. They've got first down from the 31. Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. He's going to push one deep down the right. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So second down coming up. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he takes this across. Nope, beg your pardon. They're going to spot him right at the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 4, and that brings us to the end of quarter number 1. At the end of 1, a field goal for each side, but no one has found the end zone just yet. It's a 3-3 game. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Bank of America Stadium after this. Second quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. They're looking at 3rd and 6 here. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Motioning him from the slot right. They go play action on 1st. He's shot downfield, will wind up incomplete.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
Into traffic, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. All right, I'll set up now. 1st and 10. He'll throw it yet again. That's pulled in by the rookie out of Oklahoma. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset?
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. They give to Hall now on the option. And he'll pick up a little down to the 12-yard line. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7. He'll look to throw. This throw is caught. He almost gets to the 5. He goes out at the 6. Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. Back to throw now. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Dallas. Cowboys take a second quarter lead. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Bates tacks on the extra point. And the Cowboys break that tie and now lead by 7. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Panthers and this running back headed back out for a new series. And you can see he's done his part on offense this season, sitting second right now in the league in rushing touchdowns. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Nix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But of course we know, it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two. That defense, it'll give up that completion every time. They don't just like it, they love it. Because it creates a fun little race between everybody coming downhill to go make that tackle, or in this case, run him right out of bounds.
Throw is caught by the back. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. Ball taken in at the 36. And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield. The Cowboys ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And last drive, he reached one of those numbers that everyone looks at as a benchmark after the season ends, Brock. Quite the year that he's put together finding the end zone. They'll throw to begin this drive. That's brought in by Hunt. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
They're set up at the 35 now. They send a man in motion. 1st and 10, looking to throw. This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down after a short gain.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down. They've got a man in motion. They'll throw it again. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. They kick the running back in motion. Caught near the goal line. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
From the red zone now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they're headed in reverse after that sack.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Gotta forget about first down in a hurry. They need a chunk of yards here on 2nd and goal. Sending a receiver left. Another try following the sack. Catch is made in close.
That is all-out effort to make the catch, putting his body on the line, diving for the ball. He earned that reception and some more targets in the immediate future.
3rd down from the gun. And he will score. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys take a 13-point lead. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
Point after up and good from Bates. And the Cowboys double their lead to 14. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. The Panther offense headed out to the field. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. On first down, they'll run. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Nix from the gun. Big catch is made, and he got the feet in too. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that'll be good for a Carolina first.
Kate, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
Completes this one to Chase. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down. They're set up at the 35 now.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Nix with it on first. He's got Bowers working the sideline. Now after that play, we've got somebody shaken up, and you don't want to see serious injury in the midst of their playoff push. He's being looked at here. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Finds his man, Chase. And this one does not go far.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
They'll throw again. Nix. He brings it in. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. We've hit the 2-minute warning now at the vault. The Panthers in need of some points before the break. They are throwing it again. The bat's got it. And he's tackled for no gain.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers make it a one-score game before halftime. Brock Bowers, the touchdown. Well, great work there, Brock. They weathered the storm, and now they've gotten themselves right back into this ball game.
Anybody who's played this game has been here before. The game doesn't start the way you want. You're in a big hole, and all you can do is climb out of it. And the words of Pete Carroll resonate. It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
That one right down the middle. And And the Panthers chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. This return starts at the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. And they have made it no secret that they want to go his way in this game, right? And the results so far, I'd say very promising. Throwing it to start this drive. Throwing the out route complete. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down. They put a receiver in motion right. 2nd and 3. That's caught. It's Breece Hall. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs. First down, ball at the 36. Running back sent in motion. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Finds the in route, complete. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Now Dallas is going to call its second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Throwing it again here. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it'll be first down, Dallas. And he could have a free play here. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's tackled with markers
Offside.
down. This one should be on the defense. Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach.
Still first down.
Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. He was money on his first field goal, Brock. His second coming a little inside of 50 yards. Bates' kick is up and good. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game. So we've arrived at halftime with the Cowboys enjoying a lead on the road. Now we'll send you down the East Coast to our studios in Orlando. Jonathan Coachman and the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. More from you and Brock in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football.
Sorry, Coach. We'll catch up with you after this one. We're jumping past halftime and getting right back to the start of the second half. On the return, here comes Davis. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Cowboys and Breece Hall about set to go on offense. And you can see that among all NFL running backs, he's one of the best at catching the football this season. Second right now in the league in receiving touchdowns. Short pass brought in. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Javon Bullard bringing that play to an end. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Off the play fake, he'll throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Cut by Hunt. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
And this punt works out. It's going to cross the 20, be touchdown at the 16-yard line. The Panthers set to take the field. They really have the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. From the gun, here's a handoff. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Yeah, you want to get above 5 yards to carry? I'll put together runs like that. And I'll tell you what else a run like that does, Kate. That sets up the play action, right? When you really just gouge and gash a defense like that, the next time you run that action, they're going to be thinking running the ball could go right over their head.
And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
And he's short of the first after a mild gain. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Empty backfield now. The running back motions out left. He's got Harris. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Dumped off to his running back. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on 1st down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 11. Into a crowd, and a defender comes up with it. And the Cowboys get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Takes the handoff, now to throw. They get it right back, that's intercepted. And the Panthers have it as he records the first interception of his young career. Well, they had the advantage for a moment, Brock, but turns out that is all just that moment because they throw an interception and give the ball right back. And
for once, both coaches on both sidelines are preaching the same message. Take care of the ball. Not often you see back-to-back plays end in interceptions, and we're right back to where we were just a couple moments ago.
The Carolina offense headed out now. And they're set up well inside of enemy territory. They've got a short field after that pick. 1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. They kick the running back in motion. Completed to his running back. And they get this down to the 28. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. Lone back gets the handoff. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. It was Andre Cisco who hauled him down there. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 27-yard line.
Throwing here, Nix. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Shotgun snap to Nix. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
14-yard line.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. From the red zone now. He completes it in traffic. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. To throw, here's Nix. He's got a man left. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line.
This really isn't a route designed for a lot of yards, Kate. You're just trying to get a small handful and move on to the next down. Stay in rhythm. But anytime you can work some magic after the catch and stretch it out, those are welcome bonus yards.
Flushed out of the pocket. He tucks it and takes off. And this one doesn't go far.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Carolina! The Panthers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Now they'll see if they can tack on one more. Bad weather doesn't affect that extra point. It's good. And the Panthers cut it to a field goal game. Volley set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Starting from the 5. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Cowboys headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. They start the drive with Hall. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2. Back to throw. Hall there to haul it in. Oh, what a stiff arm. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. That's a pickup of 9. And that's good for a Cowboys first down. Here's a throw. He throws a bullet deep to the right side.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
And he gets it forward to steal about a yard out of that. Tuipulotu in for the tackle. An extra corner into the game for the Panthers. 3rd down. Setting up a throw. Pitts brings it in. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. All right, set now, 1st and 10. Tight end going in motion here. They'll throw on 1st. Completed over the middle. He's got a gain of 6 there. Marcus Jones ranging over for the stop. Putting a receiver in motion. The give on 2nd to Hall. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. They go right back to Hall. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up. Now looking to throw. Catch made over the middle. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's first and goal. Three-quarters in the books from this one. The Cowboys have it with a lead, but the win's not secure just yet. All set up for an insurance score here. It's first and goal. Goal to go. They're passing. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Gotta forget about first down in a hurry. They need a chunky yards here on second and goal. They motion the tight end over. Trying again, following the sack. The throw is caught. And he drives this forward to the 6. Buckle up. It's third and goal. Throwing from the gun. Catch is made in close. And he takes it into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys make it a 9-point advantage. Bates tacks on the extra point. And the Cowboys make it a 10-point ball game. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. They've got first down from the 31. Carolina about set to go once again offensively. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Nix from the gun. Got a man. Bowers has it. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And it'll give the Panthers a first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Throwing on first down, Nix. Working the sideline. Oh, he got it. Drug the feet. That's a catch.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Oh, no. The ball is loose. And the Cowboys scoop it up. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. Throwing now, following the turnover. Throw left side, complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. From the 29. Into the hands of Pitts. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Now they'll throw out of the gun. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Running back sent in motion. From the 16. And he makes the catch on the right sideline, but no. Oh, they call it out of bounds. The throw led him just a little bit too much. Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. That's caught for the 1st. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. 1st and goal now as they try to pad this lead. Throwing it again here. And he has the catch, gets both feet in, that's a touchdown! The Cowboys can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. Point after up and good from Bates. And the Cowboys take a 3-possession lead. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They kick the running back in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Nix. This ball's cut by Bowers. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Man in motion, out of the slot. From the 34. Fires right away, but incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. They send the tight end in motion. He's on the move. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
That's good for a Carolina Panther.
Now they send their back in motion right. Nix with it on 1st. Complete here to Bowers. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10.
That's another Panthers.
It's Nix out of the pistol. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Running back sent in motion left.
41-yard line.
From the 41. Forced out to his right. He's going to keep it this time. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 18.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. Again on 2nd and 10, Nix. Finds him on the crossing route. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
17 yards. That's good for a Carolina Panther.
Working inside the red zone. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Headed in the wrong direction, Brock, as they take 2nd and goal now from the 13. Another try following the sack. Oh, they're on him, and he's dropped again. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. 3rd and goal, here's Nix. To the right side and reeled in by Chase. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. 3 plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. Shotgun snap to Nix. And it falls incomplete. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Turnover on down.
They'll start this one out with Hall. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards. 2nd down now, 7 to go.
17-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Hall once more. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They only get a yard that time, and we have reached the 2-minute warning. And the Panthers into the nickel set. 3rd down coming. Hall running between the tackles. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. The Cowboys sending out their punting unit. And he drives this into the pouring rain. And a sure-handed play there in the rain. He brings in the fair catch without a problem. The Panthers get going again once more on offense. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers.
So the Cowboys come in and take this one on the road.